Good morning. Yeah, today is going to be a drier day. It's a refreshing but cool start, and temperatures today seasonally cool as we'll make it into the mid-60s. Blend of sun and clouds, and today really the main focus for your weather story is going to be that breeze. It's pretty much with us the entire day. We had some leftover showers mainly across Essex County, and that continues to push away. So now we're just left with a blend of sun and clouds and that cool start. Still 47 in Worcester, in the low 50s within Metro West, 53 in Boston. How about those dew points yesterday? We were flirting with that muggy air, but today dew points are in the 40s, so this is a more comfortable air mass, and it really does feel refreshing as you step outside. As we look at the wind, you can see here off to a persistent start already. This is our sustained wind out of the west to southwest. Gusts today pushing close to 30 miles per hour. I don't think it'll be nearly as strong across the Cape and the islands, but it's more of a persistent wind for all of us throughout the entire day. High temperatures today will generally hold in the mid-60s, so this is below average. Average high for Boston is 71. We'll take a closer look at the forecast, including when we could reach 90 degrees ahead. You will not need the jacket come Wednesday and Thursday. That is going to be our warmest days this week. But today, yes, stepping outside, it might startle you a little bit. We've had some mild mornings today. It feels cool. Grab that jacket. Looking at our headlines for this week, hey, welcome to June and the start of meteorological summer. We'll have some sunny days this week. It'll be warm and muggy near 90 degrees as we head toward the back half of the week. And then we will have to watch for some storms later in the week. Low pressure that brought us all that rain yesterday, it continues to move farther away. And we've had some leftover moisture that's brought some showers so far to start across Essex County this morning, and that continues to push offshore. Right now, we're left with a mixture of sun and clouds and cool temperatures, upper 40s to the low 50s. Pretty uniform temperatures stretching from Metro West to the coast in the low 50s, still 47 in Worcester. The other change you'll notice stepping outside, it does feel pretty refreshing. Our dew points are in the 40s, so we classify this as a dry and comfortable air mass. The wind, though, has already picked up again out of the west to southwest, so it's off to a persistent start. Now, I do not anticipate wind being as strong as what we felt yesterday. We had some strong wind that mixed down to the surface above us, so that's the reason we had some of those damaging gusts across the Cape and Islands. This morning, waking up to gusts about 20 to 30 miles per hour, and I do think we'll continue to be in that range as we get into the afternoon. So some strong gusts continue into the afternoon, but once we get closer to sunset, it won't be as strong. So it's still breezy, but not what we're experiencing for the warmest part of our day. As we look at future forecasts, today is going to feature a mixture of sun and some fair weather clouds, and once we get closer to sunset, we should see a little bit more in the way of clearing. High temperatures today, not as warm as yesterday. We'll be in the mid-60s. Normal high for Boston this time of year is 71 degrees, so a lot of mid-60s found across Metro West, some low to mid-60s within Worcester County. Overnight, temperatures are falling into the 40s and the 50s, and we will have some clearing. So if you are in areas north of the Mass Pike, that's where there's going to be more clearing, which is important because we could be able to see the aurora through the overnight. As we look at our UV index going forward today and tomorrow, it's moderate. So level 6, about 35 minutes to sunburn. And then by Tuesday, look at that, 25 minutes with a moderate reading of about 8. And that's because we're going to have plenty of sunshine. Look where our temperatures head. Low 70s tomorrow and into the upper 70s away from the coastline on Tuesday. But that's not as warm as we're going to get. A ridge continues to build in, boosting our temperatures into the upper 80s. Likely reaching 90 for a lot of towns come Thursday, and we're still staying above average on Friday. But highlighting Thursday here because right now we do have a level 2 out of 4 risk for some heat impacts, and where you see that orange shading shows that away from the coastline, that's where we'll have the warmest temperatures and the greatest potential that your town could touch near 90 degrees. The other thing to note with that too is that it's going to start to feel muggy, especially come Wednesday and then into the peak of the heat on Thursday. So it is going to feel warmer for you. There is a chance for some storms Thursday night and then once again on Friday.
And there's more news.